Hi everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Hi Minith, hi Basil. If you're watching, feel free to say hi in the chat. This is going to be another Vue.js live stream on the productivity app. So it should be linked in the description below. You can go to the Reasonable Productivity group on GitHub and web front end. This is public. Hi, how are you? I'll post it here just in case. All right, so this repo, I've been working on it for a couple live streams, and I have a lot of the Vuex and CRUD operations, that kind of stuff set up. So what I want to do today is actually kind of give it a little bit of a redesign. So I need to fix the menu bar and also the sorting and how tasks are displayed on the screen. Hey Tony Stark, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, so I'm going to implement this today. In my dev tasks, I do have a couple of outstanding CRUD operations and things, but I've been working on CRUD operations for a couple live streams, so I figured I would update some of the mockups or implement some of the mockups because the app still doesn't look that good. All right, so I have my backend running already, and now I'm going to run the front end. npm run dev. This is a Nuxt app in Vue.js, so it's a little bit different than regular Vue, but mostly it's going to be the same. Okay, so it's running on port 3000, so now I can open that up in my browser. Hi, Bella. All right, looks kind of bland right here, but I do have routes for, if I do /tasks, yes, it goes to the tasks where it looks like a regular to-do list app, basically. And then I also have lists where it's a tree view list, and then I can add a list item and stuff. But today I'm going to be working on the tasks page and also this nav bar. So let me first go into the code, and in pages, actually with the nav bar, I think I should do components first. Or maybe it's in layouts, let's see. Because that nav bar comes from Nuxt. That was set up with the application when I chose Vuetify. Love developing in Nuxt. Yeah, it's great. Oh, hi Rohan. I remember you from the Free Code Camp video. No, hopefully none of that today. All right, so V navigation draw. So this is the top nav right here, which was the default one, which has all this extra stuff that I'm not even using. Okay, so let me get rid of all that stuff. And let me also get rid of the navigation draw on this side, because I don't want one on the left-hand side. So let me just get rid of that. All right. Oops. Okay, and so now I have the app bar, and I'll get rid of some of these icons that I don't need. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's better. Oh, it still has this icon. Let's see where that's coming from. Oh, that's the V app bar nav icon. So get rid of that. Cool. And now let me replace the Vuetify. Where does it say Vuetify? Oh, it's passing in this title. Where is the title? Oh, right here. Okay. So instead of that, I'm going to replace it with, let's see. Oh yeah, the name of the app, Reasonable Productivity. All right. By the way, began my Vue course. Oh, cool. What Vue course are you talking about? I'm glad everything is working out. Are you making a Vue course, or are you like going through a Vue course? Okay. So now I have the right-hand draw, which I actually think that I want, but I think I want to only display it on mobile. So on the mockup, it's a desktop one. So I have task, calendar, lists, and then eventually a user dropdown. And then these will all fold into basically a draw from the side on mobile devices. I think Quasar has more option. What do you mean stop promoting? Oh, you're studying. Okay. Does Quasar have more options? I don't know. I mean, Vuetify is so big, it would be hard to imagine more options than this. But I do want to try Quasar, and I'm going to attend the upcoming conference in July for Quasar, since it's online, so it's easy to attend. Okay, so this navigation draw, so for right now, I think I'm just going to comment it out and just work on the regular menu bar. So I need menu items, and I believe they're called V toolbar item or something. Let me look at the Vuetify docs. So let me look in toolbars. There we go. So when Vuetify split app bars and toolbars, I think they kept, I still think most of the, where is it? Most of the API, yeah, is under toolbars still. Most of the nested components. So I'm going to use, let's see, V toolbar items. And V toolbar title, V toolbar. Okay, so I have app bar, but I can nest the toolbar components inside of it since toolbar and app bar are closely related. So let me try this. V toolbar items. All right, and now I thought there was a V toolbar item, but I guess I'm just going to put buttons in here and see if I can make text buttons. So I think the best way to contact me is on Discord, because I started getting so many messages on all different kinds of platforms. It was hard for me to keep up. So if you join Discord, then the link should be below in the description. And I'm trying to like filter everyone in there so I can just take messages in one place. Okay, text. So let's see. Let me put tasks here. Let's see how that looks. I think I'll have to pull them to the right. No, it's not even displaying anything. Let's see. Oh, it's not inside of the app bar. Wow. Okay. Now I have to, let's see, the V spacer is pushing stuff to the left and right. Oh, let me zoom in one and get rid of this big sidebar. There we go. Okay. It's pushing stuff to the left and the right, so I want to put my toolbar right after that. Let me put some spacing in there. All right. Oh, trailing. Oh, my linting. Okay. Let me get rid of the trailing spaces real quick. All right. Hi, Tino. How are you? All right. So here's a button. That looks pretty good. If you can't see, it's highlighting on hover. All right. So that's tasks. And then I'm just going to add 2 more of these buttons then real quick. So tasks, and then there will be calendar, and then lists. All right, so it has these buttons, and I'll leave this this there for now because I'm going to put the user icon in later. All right, so I'm doing tasks right now, so let me put a link here, and I think inside of the button I can do to, and this will connect to Vue router, so I can do to, and then the route, so to/tasks. Let's see if that works. Oh, cool. And it automatically highlights because that's the route I'm on. So let me go to the main route. Okay. And now if I go to tasks, awesome. That was easy. All right, and those don't have links to them at all yet. So I'll leave those. And now I'm going to go to get out of components. Let me go to the tasks page. Let's see. In my tasks index page. Okay. Oh, right. So if I do tasks / the task ID, okay, I can go to the nested page, and then everything else is on the index. All right, so I want to change this page to be like the mockup. Hi, how are you? So I'm changing it to be like the mockup in the GitHub repo. So I need to, basically I want to have some kind of tab options. I'm not sure exactly what I want it to look like, but it doesn't matter too much because this can evolve over time. And then let me zoom in on that. Okay. That didn't get any closer. I feel like GitHub just rearranged their interface instead of actually zooming in. All right, so I'm gonna make some kind of tabs and then put a dummy search bar input field below it, and then I'll make these cards for different types of actions. Okay, so the first thing is some kind of tabs here. Let's see. Oh yeah, in Vuetify, let me search for tabs. Yeah, one of these days I will do a Quasar project. Use Quasar for something. I just have so many projects that I need to finish right now. I'm trying to just stick to Vuetify and some of the simpler frameworks like Vuetensils and Inkline and stuff. All right. Yeah, I do. So I do have ESLint, and I think I got rid of Prettier because it was giving me so many errors. I should have it just fix it on save. So when I save the code, it just automatically rearranges it, so that way it doesn't give me any linting errors. Okay, this looks pretty basic. I think I'll just use the basic tabs because that doesn't look too bad, and I like the underline. Let me just look through the other designs. Oh, this is an actual example. So Bazel, I think they're a company that actually uses material design, that Google has an example of them in the material docs. I think that's them. Okay, well, oh cool. I think this is new. Dynamic tabs. I haven't seen that before. Anyway, I'm just going to take the basic example for right now. Let's take V tabs and let's see. So I'll put it in, I think I'll get rid of the title actually. So let me put tabs in here and see how that looks. Okay, so now I have tabs there. That's going to need some restyling at some point. And the tabs were all capture projects and backlogs. So if you don't know, I don't know if any of you follow a productivity system, but I've been following the Getting Things Done method. It's from the Getting Things Done book by David Allen. And you basically put every like thought or potential task, you stick it into an inbox, which is this capture. So you stick all of those in one place, and then you filter through them and decide what you need to do next. You sort the rest of the things into projects, and you kind of filter out your system like that. The backlog is like stuff you are thinking about doing in the future, like someday maybe lists that you might get around to. So I recommend reading the book, Getting Things Done. It's a really good book. If you're interested in productivity or you want to be more productive with your work so that you can spend more time doing the things that you like to do, which is my goal. Of course, I like my work so much, so it's kind of my fun too. All right, so now I have these tabs and all capture projects and backlog. Let me start with that. So all capture projects and backlog. Well, Quasar is also a replacement for Nuxt. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. That's how much I know about Quasar. How much should I know to get into Angular, Node, Vue, React? Oh, how much JS? Where to start with JS? I don't know, like if you're looking for a book, I don't know what exact book to start with. There's a JavaScript and jQuery book. It's like this diamond shape on the cover. It says JavaScript and jQuery. That's really, really good. I like that book. And then my other favorite JavaScript books are You Don't Know JS, which they actually start off pretty basic too. So those would be a good read. And you can read those on GitHub or order them on Amazon. Gwen, did you try Vue.js with TypeScript? TypeScript should be the default. Yeah, so when Vue 3 comes out, I promise I will do some TypeScript with it, but until then I'm just not using the class syntax or any of that stuff in Vue. All right, so now I need a search box, which should just stay at the top no matter what tab. So actually, let me see, because I need to put the tabs beneath it. Tab 2 content, tab 1 content. Oh, so V tabs items, and the V model is tabs, which I guess that's the number of the tab. Okay. And then V tab item inside. Okay, and then they just put whatever inside. So these are the two things I need. V tabs items for the content of the tabs. Let's see. So the text field will stay here then. But instead of enter a task, that's going to be a filter. So I'm just going to comment it out though, because I want this functionality to be somewhere else. I'm just changing up this page. All right, so this is not a loop right now. Key, so I don't need a key. So let me close this then. VTab item and VTabs items. And then for right now, I'll just print out the value of tab, which, okay, so I don't have a V model on tab, so I'm assuming that there has to be like a V model that I use here. Let's see. Oh, tab. Let's see what they're doing. Yeah, so VTabs has a V model. I'm gonna put tab there. Okay, the rest is just coloring. Let me try that. So V model tab, and now I need to create that down here. So I'm gonna create tab. This is gonna be a lot of rewriting, I guess, because I'm changing up this whole component and adding nested components. Okay. So let's see. Cool. So tab 0. Oh, right. Right. Because I only have one VTab item here. So I'm going to need 4 VTab items. Yeah, so they're actually only going to filter. It's only going to be filtering the regular items. So I'm probably going to be changing this up, but we'll see. Okay, so that's okay. It would be nice if all the cards filter in. All right, Kamal, have a good day. Yeah, Vuetify's docs are really good and they're getting better. Eloquent JavaScript. I think that one's pretty good. I haven't looked at it in a while. I've been reading so many Python books this year. Okay, so now I have these. Let me go ahead and put a search bar below it. So I'm gonna put v text field, and I need a v model here. So I'll do v model, and this will be search value. I think that's okay. And then label. No, actually I want placeholder, not a label. Placeholder equals, let's see, what would be a placeholder? So it would be search ... Okay. So that's a text field, and that should be pretty good. Cool. So that's fine. Now Vuetify does have it where I can put a slot at the end, and that should be, let me go to text input. So text fields, and there should be some kind of append slot. Append icon. Appends icon to the component uses the same syntax. Okay, yeah, so I want this append icon syntax because I just want basically this. Well, I guess that's append outer. So, do I want append outer? Let me try just appending it. So let me try append icon, and then let me try append icon. And what kind of icon will it be? It should be a magnifying glass. Would it be called search? No, not. Okay, I'll try one more time and then I'll look in the material design icons. Magnifier? No. Magnifying glass. Nope. All right. Let's see. So here they're appending these icons. Let me see what they're doing. Yeah, they're appending icon. All right, I'm gonna look for the icons here. Hi, Cigar. Hi, Lars. How are you guys? I'm fixing the layout and design of the app right now in Vuetify, and also the page order, so it makes more sense for breaking down your tasks according to the getting things done method. I also use the bullet journal a lot actually now, so I might implement some of that at some point. Okay, so where's the link? Here it is. Material design icons. So I should be able to, let me see if it's what it's called. Oh, did it just freeze? Oh no. Okay. Search. So, okay. Oh, it's called magnify. Magnify. Okay. Let me do that then. Magnify. No? Do I have to do MDI magnify? I thought maybe here I didn't. Let's see. Oh, sweet. That works. Actually, that looks pretty good with the magnifying glass there. And then eventually I'll add an on-click to that magnifier so you can hit enter when you search, or you can click on the magnifier. All right, so now I want to put cards inside the tabs. So I'm just going to work on the All tab first to make it easier. So let me go into this tab. And yeah, let me put vcard. And I think I'll just leave it at vcard, and then inside of vcard I'll do vcard, was it title? Or is it subtitle? I think it's title. And let me see, where are my mockups? Okay, next actions, capture, and then projects. So I'll just dummy those. So here I'll do next actions, and then close the title, and then vcard text. Okay. And now I'll have, I don't know, I'll just put something there. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Oh, I put the default tab as 1, which might actually be what I want if you want to capture items really quickly. All right, so this is okay, but I want to put this in 2 columns, I think. Or maybe I have it zoomed in at 150% right now, so if it's zoomed out, I'll probably want 2 columns. So I have next actions. Let me just copy this card real quick and do, let's see, capture. Okay, that's fine. And then on the cards, I'm just going to give it some Vuetify classes for spacing. So I'll put class equals margin all of 2, should be 8 pixels. So, okay, good. And then let's see. And then on this one too, I'll put the same thing, class. And eventually I'll be looping through these anyway. So margin all of 2. Okay, that looks better actually. Okay, so now I have some cards. So now I want to, when I click on these cards, I want to go into another page. Or I guess actually I would go into a tab when I click on them because I already have tabs here. It doesn't make sense to change the navigation. That would be weird. How to code alongside you. Okay, I don't know, because as I build these projects, I guess they do get a little bit more complicated. On my Twitch channel in the next couple weeks, I want to start doing beginner live streams. So like intro to Vue and intro to JS and all those things. Also on my free Code Camp channel live stream this Friday, I'll be doing the Vue.js CLI app from the beginning without all this extra stuff like Vue router and all that stuff. So that's Friday morning, or Friday morning in my time zone, which is Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I have these. Yeah, so when I click on one of these, I guess I go to, let's see. So if I have cards on this all view, I think these should be list views. So yeah, I think those should be list views, but then why would I have cards here? I guess to differentiate the different types of things. All right, so let me do a list view. So let me do, let's look here. So next actions, let me add that to the tabs actually. So let me create another one, which is next. All right, so now I have another tab. And let me actually, so 6 columns wide, I think I want 8 columns wide now because there are too many tabs for 6. So let me change that to 8 and 2. Okay. So now that's all right. Let's see. So the tabs, okay, so the tabs, and now when I go to all, so it'll display these cards side by side, and then when I go to next, it's going to be a list view like this. So let me put these, oh, first I need one more tab. Let me go into next then and just put, where is my list items? I can just steal my list items here. Though I have a lot of these. Okay, so v list item content, v list. So I have to actually take the whole list. So I'm going to have to go ahead and implement looping here because this is going to get out of control. So, oh, my linter is going to complain. Okay, so let me go into, this is the second tab. And where am I? All right, so I'll do that and I'll get rid of all the rest of the tabs here because I'm just going to do basically looping and filtering on the rest of the tabs. The first two tabs are the only different ones. You should add your Twitch link to the description. That's a good idea. Thanks. I didn't realize I didn't do that. So I do have the same name on Twitch, so it's Faraday Academy. And there's definitely a lower lag time with the chat. And I'm also trying to implement chat bots over there, which is kind of cool. Okay, so cards in tab 1. Let me minimize. Oh, that's all of tab items. Let me just minimize tab 1. And now in tab 2, I have the list. Okay, cool. So I have the list here. And then I want some kind of interface to add, but also to search. So I was thinking about doing a floating button here. Since I'm already using Material, this floating button seems to fit in with what Material already recommends. So let me see. If I have a floating button here, and then I, let's see if I want a pop-up, like a modal window, or if I want something else. We'll see. Okay, so I have the tabs, I have this, so let me add that floating action button. And I think I can just go, let me go to the bottom. So this is outside of the regular flow of my page, but I want to put it inside the column. So I'm going to add a VBTN and call it a floating action button. I think I can just do fab here, and then I'll do a V icon in the middle. Oops. And this icon will be, let's see, MDI dash plus. So I think it would just be a regular plus sign. So close the icon, close the button. Let's see if that shows up. Cool. So I have the plus button now to add a new task. Let's see. Let me put this on another line. And maybe I can change the color. So let's try to do, is it variant or is it color? I can't remember. Some frameworks use variant and some use color. So variant equals, let's do primary. Nope, didn't like that. So let's try color. Maybe it's Inkline that does variant. Sweet. Okay, so that's the primary color. Makes the button stand out. So let me, let me do it to the right, pull it to the right. So I wonder if I can just do that with a right prop. Probably not, but nope. Okay, so I think I'll have to use Flexbox for that. So let's see. This is inside the row and container. Let me look at button. So buttons, and here are the floating action buttons. Usually contain an icon. Okay. And then here's a floating action button. Disabled, loading. Wow. Okay, so elevation sizes. So it doesn't say anything about pulling it either direction, which I guess is smart. Maybe you don't need that in an API. So, hi nobodies. It's good to see you again. All right, I'm back to lots of Vuetify work. So, okay, so I can pull this to the side. I wonder if I should put this outside of the V row and V column though. I'll leave it there for now, but I think when I get more tasks, that's going to get pushed. So let's see. Let me see if what's ever wrapping this, it has a display flex, because then I can use some flex classes to pull it. So, okay, so here's the button. Here's the button. And outside of the button, no, this is outside of the button, which is a column. So if I go to computed, okay, there is no display, so I guess it's just whatever the browser default display is, which would be block for div. Okay, so I guess in vtab, no, in columns, I guess here I would have to put class equals display, or dflex for display flex. Okay, so now it has, let's see, display flex. Okay, so now that has display flex. Oh, that totally messed up my layout. That looks awful. Okay, I'll find some other way to do that. That was a bad idea. I guess I could wrap those in another additional element below. Anyway, the floating action button isn't too bad there. I'm just going to leave it alone for now, because I'm not even sure I want to leave it here yet. Okay, let me think. So when someone clicks this button, I want them to be able to enter a task. So I was thinking about having a box open up at the top here so they could enter a task, like a card when you click the plus button. Let's see. So how would that look? Let's do, so I guess it would be outside of the tabs. Oh no, it would be inside of the tabs. So in vtab item, I'm gonna have a div, close the div, and this is gonna have a couple of text boxes. So first it's gonna have v text field, which will have a v model of new task. I'm going to make this an object. So new task.title, and let's see. And now I'll do, oh wait. So I need to close this. So let me do that. And now let me do a v text area. And this v model will be new task dot, when will Jared live stream the front end part? So probably on Sunday, but I'm not sure. He's also in my Discord if you want to ask him from there. But I can ask him after the stream. How much Vue knowledge do you need? Oh, you're asking someone else. Okay, I'll leave that one. So this will be .description. I'll see how this looks, and then if this doesn't work, I'll do a dialog box. We'll see. Okay, so let me add these two. Oh, let me add actually a button here too. So V BTN, man, V BTN, and this will be, I guess, save. Okay, that's good. And I have all of these things. That's fine. So, oh, I already have a new task. That's wonderful. I didn't even realize. I call it the same thing. Okay, that's good. I have that. Let's see. Okay, for this, I definitely want boxes around these. This looks kind of silly. I want this to be inside a card, actually, and I want boxes around them. So let me change this div to a V card and a V card. Okay, and let me look up text field. Yeah, outlined. Let me put an outlined prop on this. So I'll put it on multiple lines. All right, so outlined. Okay, that looks good. I just need to give it some margin and stuff. Let me do the same thing with the text area. So outlined. Cool. So now I'll put some margin. So card. Actually, if I wrap these inside of something, let's see. If I wrap all of this inside of V card text, then I can do, let's see, close V card text, and then I'll wrap the button at the bottom inside of V card actions. All right. So trailing space is not allowed on line 58. Okay, I had one trailing space. All right, I think this looks pretty good. I need some kind of, what do you call that? Placeholders here, so you know which one's which. Let me see. Thank you. Grab a cheap Udemy course, run through it. Yeah, if you can build a project in Vue, like something beyond a to-do list, then you can start taking it to companies. I mean, you don't have to have a lot. And the thing about most tech jobs is like, you can learn how to be productive at that job within like 3 months, even if you're just like an intermediate beginner. So a lot of it is just marketing yourself basically, and not even the code that you've written. Hi, which one best? Man, everyone always wants to know the best language, which one should I start with, everything. In truth, like almost all of the major languages are good. Like if you can get started and stay consistent and learn, then it's good to learn any of them. Node, I think, is simpler. It's definitely a lot simpler than Java, so you'd get a lot more done in less time. But that also depends on your goal. Like, what's your end goal? Do you want to just get a job as quickly as possible? Do you want to work in data science? Do you want to build web apps? So the language you pick and what you do depends on your answer to all of those questions. But if you're stuck and you don't know where to go, I mean, I recommend JavaScript because it's simple and there's such a huge community to help you when you get stuck. And then you can always learn a different language after. All right, so let me put a placeholder here. Placeholder equals title, and let's see, placeholder equals, should this be a placeholder? I'll have to see how it is. Description. Okay, I think that looks okay. Let me do save as a color. Let me try secondary. Secondary. Oops. Okay. Oh, it's dark. That's okay. I'm gonna change the color theme on this anyway. And then, oh, let me do a cancel button too. So let me copy that and put cancel. And this will be error. Okay. Yeah, that looks okay. Should cancel be an error color? I don't know. Thank you, Optimus Prime. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see. So now this should expand. Like when I hit this button, this should open up so you can enter a new title and the title should focus. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a VIF so it conditionally displays this card. So let me do VIF, and then I need some kind of Boolean. So I'll do new task dot show. So let me put a show Boolean here. So show and false. And then, okay, so it's not showing. And now let me put an on click on this button. So at click equals some kind of function. So I guess I'll put toggle new task, and let me create that method. I'll put it at the top of my methods here. So I'll do toggle new task, and then all I'll have to do is this dot new task dot show equals the opposite of whatever it is. So this dot new task dot show. So this dot new task dot show equals not this dot new task dot show. So that should toggle it. Missing space before function parentheses. I'm gonna run an npm run lint fix in a second. So I'm just collecting warnings. Sweet. So it toggles on and off. Cool. All right, so I think I can safely avoid the form in a modal thing for right now. Let me hook up the cancel button. So to do basically the same thing. Where is it? So it's right above vlist. So vcard actions. So the cancel button. Oops. Let me put it here. And where should I put the at? Does it go first? Let me see. I know the linter will complain if it's wrong, so let's see. Toggle, was it toggle new task? Cool. So now I can hit cancel and it goes away. Okay, so so when I click this, it doesn't focus. So I believe I need to do a ref. Oh, save should be green. Okay, let me see. So this should be success. Yeah, that makes more sense than black. That's kind of weird for save. Okay. That's good. Save. Then cancel. Oh, cancel will just be secondary then. I don't like the green and the red together, so secondary. Thanks, Nobodies. Nobodies is actually a tech lead now. You have your first team, right? Your first team that you're teaching Vue.js to. Eventually the search box looks like it's almost part of this. Like there isn't that much separation. Maybe I need to change these placeholders to labels. That might look better actually. Let me change that. Label. And then one of these days a designer is going to come through this and just change everything. Okay, that's much better than what I had actually. That's makes more sense. Okay, so I need to focus the title. Let's see. So in Vue, I think I have to do a ref here. Don't I, to focus it? To be able to, let's see. So if I call this ref new task title, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. And let me go, so when I open that new task, toggle new task, after I've toggled, I'm going to do if this dot new task dot show. So if it's true, meaning if that new task box is open, then I'm going to say, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, this dot, is it on refs dot toggle new task. How do I focus it though? Let's see. Focus in input in Vue.js. Element.focus. So I call element.focus. Okay, let me try that. So if I do it on the refs, because I'm referring to that element here, so I should be able to just refer to that ref and then focus. Is that true? Let's see if it's true. Okay. Oh, an error occurred. Wonderful. So this.refs.toggle new task is undefined. Oh, did I call it toggle new task? Oh, it's actually new task title. That's what it's actually called. Okay, so that should work. Oh, there's a bunch of warnings. Search value is not defined. Okay, I'll have to fix that. I'll fix that in a second. Oh, another error. What is this error? This.refs.new task title is undefined. Why is it undefined? I'm setting a ref. I'm probably not setting it right. Ref equals new task title. Using refs to focus an element in Vue.js. Okay, so wrap the focus event in a next tick. Oh, do I need to use next tick? Let's see. So after click is referring to, okay, that's the ref. So why should it be undefined though? Okay, well, let me try that then. Wrap it in one of the view next tick methods. It might not be the exact same error that I'm getting though. Let's see. Let me go to toggle next task. Okay, and then put some spaces in there. Okay, so now I'll close that function. This.refs. All right. And let me open it. Yay, sweet. Awesome. So it focuses now. I did need to wrap it in next text. Next tick. Yes, I did. Oh, was that you who posted it? Yeah. It's July 5th. So Quasar's holding their conference on YouTube for free on July 5th. So far, I think they only have 5 or 6 speakers posted. So I don't know how long the talks are. And I'm guessing there's only one talk at once. So I'm probably going to finish my live stream early that day and just sit and watch all the talks. That should be fun. And it will be kind of a crash course in Quasar for me, which I've been meaning to learn. All right, property or method search value is not defined. Okay, because I'm using search value. I'm referring to it in VModel here, but I never put it in my component state. So let me just add search value here as an empty string. All right. And now, okay, so I got rid of those warnings, I think. Oh, there's 7 more warnings I can fix with the -- fix. Let me go ahead and do the lint fix before I build up any more warnings. So let me do npm run lint and then pass it a -- fix. And I think this should work. Okay, so it fixed everything except one thing that I need to change, which switch around the computed property to be above the created property. Oh, in lists, which I haven't touched this live stream. I'll just leave that then and fix the list component when I get back to lists. Okay, so let me do npm run dev again. Someday I will be helpful if you did Quasar. Yeah, I definitely want to do it, but the problem is like there's so many frameworks. It's like there's Bootstrap and Vuetify and Inkline and Utensils and all those other ones. Okay. Also, this Vue CLI video that I've been trying to make for weeks just has been taking forever. This Vue CLI plugins video. It's a bit more advanced, so I'm not even sure who's going to watch it. Hopefully someone will watch it. I think this looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and change these cards to be like this in rows and columns. So let me do, so I wonder, should I do columns? I should probably do them in columns. But then again, if I'm looping, then I want to just do it in one continuous row and wrap it. So that's what I probably want to do. Let me code fold this second tab and look in the first tab again. So with these cards, let me put them inside of a V. Let's see, can I do a V row without a V container? And then V, yeah, let me just see if I can do a V row and then do, oh no, let me just use Flexbox classes then, if I'm gonna just do that. So I'll do class display flex, and then I think I can do flex wrap. And then these cards, I'll have to set a width. So I'll have to set a max width of like 200 or 300 pixels or something. Oh, okay. So now it's taking up just the width that it needs. But what's the CLI video? It's about creating Vue CLI plugins. So, you know, when you do like in the terminal, when you do like Vue add Vuetify or Vue add element or whatever, or Apollo, then those are plugins and they set up stuff like config files and stuff like that for you. And I just decided to make a video about how to create one. And I also, in the process, am helping to create some Vue CLI plugins, which is part of what's taking me so long because I've been contributing to open source for the plugins. Okay, so next actions capture. Let me set a min width on these. So I think directly on the cards, let me go to a V card. I think I can set some kind of width on these. Yeah. Okay, no. Props, raised, ripple, target. Oh, there's a width. Set the width for the component. So let me set a width for a card, and that will be 200. Can I do, I guess I can do pixels. How much is 200? Is that, what about 300? Okay, so 300 is too big. Let's try 240. Okay, 240 looks pretty good. And I'll put this on the next one. So V, and put it here. Oh, undo, put it here. Okay, and then these should just wrap on continuous rows as I add things. And then, all right, so that's another thing. Wow, what just happened? I must have forgotten to close something. V tabs, V card, V card. Why would it do this? Why is it showing here? That's weird. Oh, maybe I just needed to refresh it. Now it's showing again. That's real weird. These seem to be outside of... Oh, is it because I'm displaying them as flex now? The whole V tab item? Maybe I can't do that on the tab item because that's special. So let me do a row inside then. All right, so let me do that. And then close the row. And then on the row, let me take this. So, okay, get rid of that. Now paste that. All right. Okay, yeah. It just didn't like that I updated the display on that. Yeah, you play with the framework. Yeah. And especially because I consult right now, and it's like every single job I take for years now has just been different technologies, new frameworks, new everything. And now with YouTube videos, it's kind of the same thing because I'm always trying to use a fresh framework for everything. Although I've kind of stuck with Vue, but inside of the Vue ecosystem, I'm trying to do lots of new things. Okay, so this is pretty good. Let me hook up this this box so it can add tasks again, because that was already working before I made the box. So let's see. I have to call this add task function, which I already have. Yeah, and then I call my Vuex store, post new task, and add the task. So let me call that add new task function, except now from, where is it? Oh, it's in here. Okay, let me fold up this first tab item. Yeah, from that box that drops down, this save right here. So I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna call add task at click equals add task. And this should be the exact same thing, really. Just calling it the same, because I didn't change the V models. I'm still V modeling to task.title and task.description. Let me see if I'm passing the description when I save. Yeah, I'm passing everything, so the description should save as well. So let me refresh it, add this, and I'm going to say dummy task description for task. Click save. Cool, and it added it here. If I refresh too, when I pull tasks again, yeah, so it added it, it's added in the backend too. Awesome, that's great. So that's working. What else do I need to do? So I have that. I do need to filter the tasks and add the capability of adding tasks to projects, but I think that's beyond the scope of this live stream. I can check tasks off. Oh wow, I can only check one off at a time. Why is that? Why is it doing that? Okay, so it loops through. So I have v4 tasks and task. Okay. Oh, because the checkbox value is active. Okay. So that's not what I want at all. No, actually, this should be different from for each item, because each item has its own active slot, right? Is that true? Yeah, be reactive and dynamic like Vue. Okay. Yeah, why are they not? I thought this was working before. Maybe it wasn't actually working and I just thought it was working. So let's see. Input value shouldn't actually be hooked up to active. This should actually be hooked up to task, because task has a prop. What does it have? It has some kind of property that says if it's checked or not. So let me actually look in the Vue DevTools, in the Vue DevTools and see what I'm getting back. So let's look at in my app. Okay, V content next. Okay, pages tasks. And let's see. Here are all my tasks. I know, I wish I could zoom in on the DevTools. So I'll be done in a second. Yeah, so I have this created at, description ID, title, updated at, and the user ID who created it. Really? Is there no completed? What in the world? Why wouldn't that be in the database? Created at, description, ID title updated at user. Wow, that's really weird. Let me actually look in the backend. So let me open this in a code. Okay, so if I look in my tasks app in Django, and let's look in the model. So I have my timestamps, but then I have user, title, description. I have completed here. So why isn't it showing up? I will do it later. Yeah. Okay, so I have completed there. Let me actually see if I didn't run the migration maybe, but it should tell me that. Let's see, Python manage.py make migrations. Let me try make migrations tasks. No changes detected. Oops. Let me look in. Where should I look? Let me look in my migration files. Alter field. Description completed. Yeah, so it added the completed field. Huh. Oh, I must not be returning it in my API. Like, so that the items in the database must have the completed, but I must just not be returning it. Let me look at my views. Yep, that's the case. Okay. So I just need to add completed here so I can send it to my front end. Okay, that's better. Now I should be able to get this in my front end. Would you recommend Vue for real-time data visualization? So for data visualization, I've mostly used Python, and there's one React library. What is it? Is it Draft? I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's really good. I actually don't know that much about data visualization in Vue.js. There are some libraries. I haven't tried them out, so I'm not the best person to ask. Has anyone else used data visualization in Vue? Okay, so I'm getting some kind of error now. Oh, no. Oh, I think I didn't rerun my backend. Let me actually rearrange my tabs here. Let me, yeah. Put this back. Okay. Okay, so let me rerun this. So Python manage.py run server. Okay, that's why it's erroring here. So it's trying to pull from my backend, which isn't running. Did it run? Yeah, it ran. Okay. There we go. And now let me see in my Vue DevTools if I've completed, because then I can map those checkboxes to be checked if the item's completed. So in my tasks, completed, yes, okay. So let me, where is it? Oh, here's my front end code. So input value, I'm gonna do this as, instead of active tasks, or task dot completed. Okay. Active is defined but never used. Okay, so I can just get rid of this, right? Okay, when I check them off now, I need to make a call to the backend and change or toggle the completed. Yeah, D3 is great. It's a little bit more complicated, but all of the major frameworks, I think Angular, React, Vue, they all have libraries that make it a bit easier to use D3 with some components. this is the kind of situation when you beg your backend dev to change the code a bit. Oh, do you? I don't know. I usually prefer to work on the back end, not because I don't like the front end, but because sometimes I get so frustrated with layouts. It seems to be easier on the back end. Tasks go for, okay, let's see, what's next? I need to, oh yeah, hook up the checkboxes. So when I check, oh, it's on this side. When I check a checkbox, then this needs to run a function. So let's see how I do that. Let me go into Vuetify. Selection controls, checkboxes. So props, slots, events. I think it will be under events. Click. Update. So I guess it's just a regular @click event. When you click the checkbox, then it gets updated. I thought there would be like an unchecked or something, but I guess it is click. Slots. All right. Description, input value, loading. Yeah, that's fine. So let me do in just an @click here. So @click. Oh, what did I do? Click. So when I click the checkbox, I need to call a function, which should be, I guess, toggle checked. Toggle checked, but I'll need to actually pass something in because I need to know which item is being toggled. So let me just pass in the tasks so I can get the ID from the task. So let me make that function. Move tasks, save, edit. Let me do it at the end. So I'll add toggle checked here. And here I need to I guess I just need to pass a payload with the ID. So if I do const payload equals an object, I'll have task ID, which will be task.id because I'm going to pass in the task here. So, and then I need to do the checked value, so checked, and then that will be task.checked. I think so. Toggle checked, but I don't actually, task.checked won't change because if I, where's my payload is assigned but the value is never used. Okay, well, there, now it is used. All right, so, oh, now I can't check off anything. Let's see. So maybe I do need to input value, task.completed. Task. Oh yeah, right. It is task.completed. Completed. Thanks. Okay, but Strappy. Yeah, Strappy is great. Strappy is like Django for Node. Yeah, right now I use Ghost for my blog and stuff. I also looked at Strappy. I was really torn between which one I wanted to use. Ghost was just a bit easier because there was a one-click installation on DigitalOcean, and I was already used to using it from something else, because that's what FreeCodeCamp uses actually. But Strappy, like if I was building something custom from scratch, I might use Strappy. Okay, so why isn't it checking now? I think it has to do with because it's the input values being mapped here. Oh no, because I'm the @click. I'm capturing the @click here. So how am I going to do this? Let's see. Oh, does Strappy doesn't have real time? I don't know. @click. I'm capturing the @click here. So if I got rid of that, then this would work normally again. But because, oops, undo, okay. But because I am taking this @click, it's not updating the checkbox now, which is weird. Let me see. Checkbox states. Wonder if they have an example here. Can you not set the value in the method? I could. Yeah, this is just all. Okay. So if I set the value in the method, I would need something to map it from, because right now the tasks aren't in the component state. They are they're coming from the Vuex state. So I would need to call a mutation to update them every time, which is probably what I should be doing, right? Yeah, I think that's what I should be doing. So if I make a mutation, I might already have a mutation actually. Let me look at my store. So my store here is, okay, so here's my tasks namespace in the store. And I have actions, so I get all tasks, post a new task, delete task, patch task. And patch task is actually what I will be using, I think, to update the task. Let's see. Edit task. Oh wait, this needs to be fixed. Tasks.splice. Yeah, this is definitely this is only updating the text. So, oh yeah, and this is old. Toggle? Am I still calling toggle from anywhere? That was from, yeah, this is an old task, so it's not hooked up to anything. All right, so let me get rid of that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to update Vuex store now. So let's see. I'm replacing it with the updated task, but here it's depending on me sending in the text for the task. So let's see, splice, and then also splice at index. Where's the index? Oh, I'm passing in the index of the task. So I think I should be passing in the ID of the task because I don't want to rely on the index. @change. Oh, that's true. For a checkbox, I could use @change. Yeah, basically that's right. By writing JS. Once you start building projects in JS, you start getting stuck and butting your head against a wall. That's when you really start to be able to learn it. So I think the best way is to like go through some minimal amount of tutorials and then spend 75 or 80% of your time building projects. That's the best way to learn. But you need the tutorials first to kind of give you an idea of what to do and some ideas of what to build. Okay, so I'm passing a payload into edit. I think what I'm going to do is off of the oh wait, off of the payload, I'm gonna pass in task, and I'm gonna pass in ID. Should I call it task ID? Should I call it task ID? Am I calling it task ID anywhere else? Task.id. So it's just ID, yeah. So let me change it here now too. Let me change it to just ID there. All right. Anyway, now everything is broken, so now I just have to keep breaking it and then fix it. Okay, so right now I'm looking this up by index, but now that I'm just passing in the ID, I'm going to have to find the index. So here I'm going to do const index equals let's see, state dot tasks dot find index. I think it is, yeah. Find index, and then I'll put task here. Okay, and now, hi, yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. I have just complete DOM. Now what's next? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so let me return task dot ID equals ID, and that should find the index of the task that I'm looking for. Then I get the index, I look up that task, I use the spread operator to steal all of the elements on the task, and then I overwrite them by using another spread operator and doing task. Anything I pass in here should overwrite anything that's already on that task, and then I'll call it updated task. And then I can now splice, insert the new task at that index and splice out the old one. Okay, so edit should work now, but now I have to update my actions that are calling edit. So here, patch task is calling edit, and the payload is, that's weird. So ID, task data, let's see. Let me just call it task, because that's what I'm expecting in my mutation. Yeah, just task. And then, so I'm passing in the ID already. So how did I get to index? I guess I'm also passing in index. Let me look at where I'm calling patch task. Patch task. Passing in the payload. I'm passing in ID and task data. So there is no index. I'm so confused now. Okay, well, and then I was calling edit, passing the payload, and before I was trying to pull out an index that didn't exist. All right, so it looks like I don't have to update anything else there. It was just the task data. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, because I needed the ID there anyway, because I need that for the endpoint. So now patch tasks should work for the checkboxes too. Plan on using TypeScript in the front end from now because 20 to 30% of JS. Yeah. That's why, I don't know. TypeScript seems a bit overboard sometimes when I'm fighting with it, but then when I'm stuck in these perpetual errors in JavaScript, then I wish it was compiled. One thing I wish it was, though, is I feel like TypeScript got a lot of things from like C#. Of course, the C# developers made TypeScript, so you can see where that came from. But I wish they had gone a more like Golang approach. I don't know if that's completely possible in JavaScript, but I just like how Go seems a lot simpler and more intuitive. Like if I was to go with a compiled language, it would be Go. Const payload. Okay, so now let me do this dot patch task and pass it the payload. And that should call my mutation to edit that task, and it should call the action to also update. Wait though. So here I have checked, and actually this should be on in an object called task. So let's do that, because here I'm expecting, yeah, I'm passing the whole task with all of the things in it. Okay, so that should be good. Let me go into my front end and see if this works. I'm just waiting for Vue 3 to come out. Or I guess in Ethereum, what is it? Solidity is a little bit like TypeScript, defining types and stuff. I'm waiting for Vue 3 to come out to revisit TypeScript. Let's see. Let me add test task 1. Save it. Okay, so that's still working. That's good. And let me check off a task. Okay, well, let me first see if I'm making an API call. Let me go to network. Kitten. Oh, what's happening? Why does it call patch twice? That's weird. Completed false. Completed false. Checked false. And checked false. So why am I sending in checked false each time? I thought it would be checked true. Oh, because checked never changes, because I'm just pulling that off of state. And then I'm resending it to the backend, which sends me the same thing I had before. Okay, so how do I get the updated one? I guess toggle checked will just have to be this, like not task.completed, because it will be the opposite of what it is. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And let me check off dummy task then. Why does it call it twice though? Am I sending out 2 events? Let me stop propagation and see if I'm sending 2 click events. Let me try that. Let me do kitten. Yeah, I was sending 2 click events. That was it. When I clicked once. How much time? Okay, almost 1 hour and 40 minutes. So I'll wrap this up in another 10 to 15. Okay, so tasks. Now, let me refresh, pull in the tasks again. Okay, so I got all the list of tasks in the response. Completed. It should have dummy task, completed false. Okay. What about kitten? Kitten completed false. Why? Okay. Params checked true. Oh, completed. Oh, am I still doing that? Am I still doing checked? I thought I changed that. Oh. Okay, that was dumb. So there is no checked, so I need completed. And in fact, the backend was probably throwing an error. Was it throwing an error? No, it wasn't. I guess I didn't do proper error handling. Strongly recommend TypeScript. I know you do. Yeah, TypeScript with Vue 3 should be really good. In fact, Vue 3, I mean, beta's been out. Vue 3 beta's been out for a couple months, like a month or two now. So I'm guessing the full version will be out within the next 2 months, which is exciting. Okay, so next, let me check off dummy task. Yes, yes, it worked. Cool. That updated. Kitten. And now if I refresh, awesome, sweet. Okay, so now if they're checked, I want to kind of gray these out. And I should also be sorting these, so the checked ones go at the bottom or somewhere else. Let me just gray them out for right now. Let me do, okay, task.title. Let me do, another span and span. Is that good? Wait, if this is a list item, then I should be able to disable. Yeah. Disable, but then I want to be able to uncheck it too, so I don't want it fully disabled. I know they have read only, they have disabled. What else? Okay, that's not what I want. That's not disabled. Why does that say disabled? Oh, it's just a random label. Okay. Oh, I think if I disable it, then something else will be disabled? No, it's not. I don't know. That's weird. Doesn't seem to be working. All right, so I just want it grayed out. So I think I'm gonna just change the color. Let's okay, do this. And I think inside I can I do color? Or class, CSS opacity. Yeah, let me see what Vuetify has. Let me look at their color stuff. They probably have an opacity class. I don't know if opacity is the best practice or if coloring is or what. I guess it turns out the same thing maybe. Okay, so they have blue-gray and they have gray. I think gray would be good. Let me do gray lighten 1. Can I just put that as a class? No, I have to do like text color or something. Text dash dash color. Oh, that's bad. Wow. Okay. That's right, because it was text. Oh, wait. Text dash dash gray? Or is it text color? I have to look at this. So in the styles, I think it's in text typography. So I have all the header classes, and then thin weight. Oh, text opacity. Oh, okay, cool. So I can, yes, that's good. Yeah, so I guess they're recommending opacity, so I guess that is the right answer. So let me get rid of what I had and put text disabled in there. I'll put a VF in a second. Okay, so now all of them are disabled. Actually, I think I want this for let me get rid of this span because I also want all of this stuff grayed out. I don't just want the text. So let me put that, oh wait, let me put that here then. Text disabled. Okay, cool. So, oh, it didn't really help with the icons, but oh well. So I think what I need to do here is, so what syntax should I use? Because Vue has the array syntax for optional classes. Oh, text decoration line through. That's a good idea. That would make sense. So text decoration. Oh, they have text decoration line through. Okay. And I think I'll gray it out too then. Yeah, that's way more obvious than just slightly adding some opacity. Did it go? Did it go? No. Let's see. Maybe I need to add that span back just around the title because I don't want the line through the whole thing. So let me add span class equals span. Okay, let me try that. No, it's not going. Why isn't it going? Let's see. Line through text. Do I need to make this a block element? Is it not working? That would be weird if it had to be a block element. Now the alignment's all off because I added that p tag. Okay, well, it's probably just user error, like I'm just doing something wrong. Are the icons text? No. No, so let's see. So I will keep this span tag then. Get rid of this. And yeah, I don't know why those aren't lining through. And then font italic 2 on top of that. Let me see real quick. So Vue, oh yeah, optional classes, because I only want these to show up if it's checked. So let me see, Vue class object syntax. That should pull up the docs with all the different syntax. Okay, class and style bindings. That's good. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, Evan Yu will have a Vue 3 deep dive, and I think it's free this weekend. So June 26th through 28th. You can see it on Vue Mastery. So you can get this link at the Vue.js docs, so vuejs.org. I'm going to check it out this weekend. That should be exciting. Okay, close that. Okay, so yeah, here's object syntax, array syntax, all those syntaxes. So you to apply multiple style objects to the same element. So I don't actually want that. I think object syntax would be okay. Let's see. Display. And so if I do multiple class items, I can't remember if this was in Vue.js or something else. If I do multiple class properties, do they all just merge? Is that true? I don't know. Anyway, Let me see text disabled, if that works if I put it here. Text disabled. I think it did when I had it here. Text decoration line through. Okay. Someone asked about the version I'm using. Is that the Vuetify version? It should be the most recent. I only started this app like 3 weeks ago. Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? Unless they just added that since I started this. Okay, so now those are all grayed out. So now let me see if, so I should do, so what's the best way to do this? Well, let me vbind this first. So the class, so I want this class of text disabled if task dot completed is false. So if not task dot completed, and then text decoration line through would be the same thing. So that's probably where I would want an array, right? Let's see. Let's see if this works. Oh, that's completely the opposite of what I want. If task got completed. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So now these are checked off. I do want that line through to work. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, put them all inside an array. Yeah, I don't have any other classes here yet, although I guess if I did text to say, anyways, let me put the line through. So why won't a line through work? Oh, you were so right. It says new in Vue 2.3. I didn't even see that. Let me check and see. That is a new thing. Let me check and see what I have. That's probably why I've never seen it before too. So even after doing that Vuetify course. So where am I? I'm in, where's Vuetify? Why can't I find Vuetify? Oh, here it is. Oh, this is Nuxt Vuetify. That's right. So it's using the Nuxt Vuetify plugin. So maybe I can update it though. Let me try updating it. So, oh yeah, if I'm gonna use it, I can't just vim yank outside of this. So let me stop the front end and npm up. What is it? Update. Did it change it at all? No. What if I do npm I Nuxt Vuetify at latest? Oh wait, why am I wait, stop. I was trying to do vim in the terminal. npm I Nuxt.js at Vuetify at latest. Let me try that. Check node modules. It should show, like if it updates the version, it'll show in my package JSON. Oh, because in node modules, it would show me the, what do you call it? If Vuetify, or the Vuetify version that's inside of the Nuxt thing. Oh, cool. So yeah, Nuxt Vuetify updated. So it was a bit behind. All right. So I got the latest version of that now. So let me see if that works. Let me go to, oh wait, what am I doing? Let me go to npm run dev. So that was, I guess it was 11 minor versions behind. All right, building. Okay, let me add back in the line through text and see. Yeah, let me try the array. So if I do close the array and then do, oh, wait, let me get that again. So it was text decoration line through, copy that, go over here. Wait, is that closed properly? Okay. It looks like it. Sweet, that's working. Thanks. Thanks for your help. I started Vuetify plus Nuxt because I got reassigned to a project involving these. Nice. I'm starting to like Nuxt a lot. I worked with it a little bit outside of this stream to get used to it more, and it has quite a few nice features. All right, so now I don't want all of these to show. So let's see. I want... So what I could do is make another object, but it seems a waste because I'm already checking task completed there. So could I do this? And no, I can't do that. I don't know. Does anyone have an idea? Because I could do this and then check task dot completed again, which seems like a waste, but it works. So they are crossed out now. You could check and make an array. Kim Francis. Oh, okay. Okay, so let me think. So if what if could I pass in an array to the object if I had multiple? No, I don't think so. Active class. Combine the classes into one string. Can I do that? Let me see. Let me get rid of all of these. All right. Seems to be working still. Oh, that was easy. Cool. Thank you. And then I can also get rid of the array syntax because I'm not really using it because I don't have any extra classes. Man, Vue's really nice. Nice to work with. Okay. I think it worked just putting them both in two different strings. Okay. Cool. And then I can check them off. I can uncheck them. Oh, they need to be sortable, but you know, that's pretty good, I think. And then I'll fix these cards and stuff. I need to hook up all these things so it can sort all the different types of tasks into next actions, capture, projects, and all those things. And then I'll have tags and all kinds of stuff. So I'm really into productivity tools. I just love productivity tools. Okay. Sweet. I think this was a good live stream. Thanks for all your help, everybody. And oh, let me zoom out one. Okay, so this in progress one was kind of for styling. I only had the top nav menu there, but yeah, I mean, we definitely finished that. And then we have some CRUD operations, fixing up the pages. I'm going to add some more tasks for next time, but I'll do that after the stream because, like I said, I need to fix these cards, make them related to projects and things. And then the next actions here, I'll probably also want to do some updates And then search, I want an advanced drop down below search. There's so many things, but I'm very happy with what got accomplished today. Thanks so much for all your help. And I will be streaming. Oh, I'll be streaming again on the Free Code Camp channel on Friday morning. This time I'll be using the Vue CLI, which is more of my wheelhouse, I guess. I'm more comfortable with it, so that should be good. I should have a lot more content to fill up the full 2 hours on Friday. It will be the same time as this stream, except on the Free Code Camp channel. So thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day. Chat with me on Discord if you want to come over there. Bye.